Will you reconcile? Do you have someone that you're wondering if you're going to get back with them, be able to surmount the problems in the relationship, get along with them, make amends? Can you heal this union? Hello and welcome to Falling Star Tarot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell if you want to see my weekly pick-a-card readings. I want to apologize for the candle. I'm going to try this out because I thought it might be relaxing. Okay? If it doesn't work, we won't do it again. But I find it relaxing. Let me know what you think down below. I want to know what you think. And we have 5 piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I've put the timestamps down below. So if you've never done this before, what you do, if you want to pause and meditate right now at this point in time in the video, you choose whatever number or card is standing out to you, or you can use our oracle, which will help you choose. You just pause the video as it's going and see which one is like out front. So like if you see number 3, you can either choose number 3 or try a few more times. You get the idea. Then click the timestamp down below, and that is the reading you were meant to receive. If it does not resonate immediately, go ahead and choose another, or we'll just try to take what resonates and leave the rest. Because tarot reads energy that is potential, and everything is subjective to change. And we are continually paving a new path into our future as we speak. You are still in control, no matter what you see here, of your future. Okay? And I also want to point out that, yes, my oracle is done, and it should be live. It's right now at the time of this recording. It is up for approval by makeplayingcards.com. You'll see it in this reading and maybe some others. I'm going to link below, and I've almost got a website up, so we might not have a million links in my description one of these weeks. What do you think? Okay, so in this reading, we're going to find out a little bit about the situation between you and this individual. What kind of tension sparked like the conflict and this possible separation, or even just friction that's got you wondering how to mend this whole relationship? What kind of bond you guys had, the work needed, the potential outcome, and ultimate advisement the cards have for you today. All right. I'll see you there. Number 1, your situation is represented by the Princess of Swords. So this is a very mental connection, and it's kind of new, something youthful. It could be playful, but still skilled and learned. Yeah, I see it. It's like you're kind of on a precipice. You might be right on the edge of something. Lots of energy and excitement. The kind that will kind of keep you on your toes, kind of on edge, and you could be undergoing some sort of transformation right now. Whatever your relationship was with the butterfly here, at least that's how I'm seeing it, you are changing. You're coming out of one state and going into another. And this isn't that as everything is ended, but something is about to change. So, although this is still fresh, you might really feel very out on a ledge and not knowing if you've got very sure footing. I'm thinking you can pull up your big girl socks in this situation, or big boy socks, whatever it might be, because it's going to be worth it. You've got the clarity to work through it. Try not to go like too far for anyone, because this is the energy of maybe you were both going a little bit too far in one another's direction and being a little bit too helpful. It could be one of even codependency. That's just a little extra message. The tension is represented by the Princess of Pentacles. So there could be a little worry over like finances and how things are starting out. Maybe somebody's being a little immature, counting their eggs before they're hatched, picking the fruit before it is off the vine, or putting all their eggs in one basket. Just something that does not seem wise to the other. I'm kind of getting the energy that you may both be so carefree that maybe people wonder what you might do together. You may really see what does matter so much in life that you aren't really thinking about the physical world and wealth and stability. You may really both have really deep hearts, but when it comes to finances, you know that it doesn't matter. Well, but it helps. So you might just run into that together, that you're not building the right kind of momentum in this world that people think that it's a positive connection. That's going to create a little bit of tension between the two of you. The bond here, though, is a very playful bond with all this young, these young characters in the cards. I'm not really surprised. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? Okay, so you guys are having a lot of fun. Sorry about all that glare, but you're having a great time with one another, and there's nothing better than having a playful connection with someone. If you can kind of get this together and mature it, it might be worth it. The work needed is the moon. Now, I see the wolf here, and this was just brought up to me recently. You may need to kind of be a little bit more protective, quite possibly about your finances, holdings, anything physical. There can be a need to accept the unexpected and know that you are on the right path, and you might not have all the information right out in front of you, but there is a way, and there is light ahead at the end of the tunnel. So this is about trusting your intuition and being divinely guided, not worrying about where you are right now or knowing everything. You have to start somewhere. The potential is a great collaborative potential with the Three of Pentacles. That is all about networking, working together, teamwork, team effort. You might even have some people who come in and help you. Some advisors or people from your close-knit connections may be able to help the two of you get over this conflict. If you've just been arguing about money, that's pretty much everyone. That's a pretty petty thing to argue about. But we see the community effort and definitely teamwork, equal effort. This is not like someone taking over for someone else. Everyone's going to do their part. It's a very powerful and positive potential. And that bird makes me think you're going to have some freedom. Definitely, you will be communicating better in the future if you overcome this. Right now, the advisement is to give it space. Distance is necessary in this situation. Be fair. So if you've been rushing or getting a little too close to the situation, you might want to just back off for a little while. Take your time. This isn't leave it for good. It's let it have its space to grow, because it's got a wonderful place it can end up. 3 is about building blocks and creating kind of a legacy. I think that given time and space, this could be a good reconciliation. You could mend this union, whether it's a coworker, friend, lover, whatever. Remember to be open-minded. I think you've got this. I believe in you. And lots going to come to light with this moon card. Okay? And meanwhile, 3 might be of some consequence to you. It is basically the only number that showed up. Okay? And earth and air. Alright, this is what I see for your reading. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel. And until next time, have fun. Hello, number 2. Okay, your situation is indicated by the Page of Swords, and this has the keyword of cruelty. I feel like this is a very heavy situation mentally, just taxing your energy and your thoughts and mental agility. You are really, it's like on your mind. You might find yourself distracted by it and, going through getting things done. It's not moving as smoothly because this keeps coming up and coming to mind, or even just when you think about it, it just like feels like a weight, like somebody tossed a big blanket over you or something. I'm even thinking it might be kind of like a headache, maybe even to the both of you. And there's this potential that I know this isn't going to mean something for everyone, but I think a couple of you out there have bonded through cruelty, where you disagreed with the same situation and felt sort of alone in it together. And that's a very strong bond, okay? That's not going to resonate with everyone, but mutual sadness or trauma bonds can be very heavy. And I'm not saying to shed them, but there's some things to work through there. Now, the tension in the relationship is represented by the Devil. This card is very interesting. Numerical value of 15, which breaks down to 6, is all about healing. So I believe this indicates potential to kind of get in touch with the part of yourself that you're not seeing. There is no part of you that is unacceptable. So every day I want you to think about the fact that every single aspect of yourself deserves a hug. Okay? This could be that there's an ungrateful, needy energy too between the two of you that has driven you apart. Maybe you look to one another and it's more of like a habit or something that is not really serving either one of you. Something just doesn't feel right. Like you might be one another's vice instead of just a desire, like a crutch almost. And that's not going to be for everyone. I really get the impression here, though. I have the strong impulse that there is some unintelligible thoughts about this. Like it's just a jumble. It's like in another language in your head. Or it just doesn't, it spins you in a circle, like a repeating cycle, and it's not getting you anywhere. And if you guys are feeling this way about one another, it's going to come off as you need to break ties. And you see those people are bound to one another and they feel trapped. This is an oppressive, compulsive energy. It's not positive. It's not feeling good. In the same respect, it might feel pleasurable at times, like immensely pleasurable, but not in a very good outcome sort of way. Like afterwards, you're just not feeling right. So if this is not resonating with you, I'm not sure. You might want to click another pile, because if you don't share some sort of habit together or have become one another's habit, this might not be your pile. Okay. In any event, you can get out of this mindset that you are mutual victims and that you are the only ones dependent on one another. You can depend on those around you. You can trust yourself, yourselves, and others. Maybe not with everything, and maybe not with the same things, but You are going to feel trapped if you trauma bond with someone and just stay in that mentality that you only have one another. And it's going to kind of sour the relationship because you will become toxic enough to push other people out of each other's lives. You're just alone there with them. Okay, now the bond that you have that's positive is dance it out. That kind of seems obvious. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as if the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. So you may both really just enjoy dancing or have a way of getting stuff out physically through music, dance, exercise, some sort of positive way to get rid of your negative energy. Seeing that you've been through so much together, you may very well know the value of getting the negative emotions out in a positive way. Don't let go of that part of the bond. As a matter of fact, try to use that in the rest of your relationships. Okay, this is a very good thing. Like, let's go for a run. We're not feeling good. Let's go for a run. When I get done with my run, I'm going to have clearer thoughts. Keep that kind of energy going, regardless of what else happens. The sun shows up to tell me that the work you need to do is to be open and honest and look at this with a childlike innocence. With the sun, everything is out in the open, and there is this life-giving, glorious force of growth and opportunity. This is abundance, growth, happiness. Everything under the sun can be yours. But you need to work on seeing others as innocent. They may not realize that they have treated you cruelly. Not everyone lives by the same standards and has the same ideals. Some people's worldview is so different than ours that they will never make you comfortable. And I just feel like you two really have the same comfort zone. Let's not turn it into something icky, though. Okay, I'll get off that. The potential is the Page of Wands. So there's a great amount of potential for creativity and healing and just such resilience and happiness. The Page of Wands has a great creative potential. Starting projects, moving forward, helping others, apprenticing. I think you can have a fresh start here. I see this person drenched in blue, and I'm thinking communication, your throat chakra, and honesty, once again, is going to be what propels this potential forward. Look at it with a new eye. Don't let your old thoughts continue to build up rules in your life. In darkness, look up. There is always a way through, and usually it is up. Think positively. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that in this case, positivity and wanting to ascend and rise above the situation is the best answer. If you've been kind of falling to habits, dance it out, work it out, working on a project together or helping others to understand what you two went through even. With 9 and 6, I keep seeing this repeating cycles, but it's flipping it. Going from one direction to another. I feel like you could flip the script on this quite easily and make it a whole nother scenario. Think of the best possible outcome and work toward it. And even if you have to work toward it on your own, if they kind of bail on you because they felt too trapped, keep working, because I feel like this is going to matter to more than just the two of you. All right? This is what I see for your reading. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to catch me again. Till next time, have fun. Hello, number 3. Okay, what we have for you today, the 6 of Swords. This tells me that the situation is a little cool. It might actually come off as being kind of cold and sterile sometimes. But this is a balanced energy, if nothing else. Maybe it might feel habitual or even experimental at times. So we've got a little edge going on here. It's still heady and innovative, and you could really go somewhere with this. It's got a lot of potential. I feel like you might even have, this can be over the internet or through technology somehow. I keep getting like a computer vibe from the science. I keep thinking computer science. So I don't know if that means anything to any of you, but even the character kind of looks like they're hunkered down on like an older computer, so maybe you type each other emails or something of the sort, where this is how you are connecting. So you might not be getting the warmth that you expected, or maybe that's just not even your thing. But yes, very calm energy. The friction is represented by the Empress. I take this to mean that the attractivity of someone, just how very voluptuous or attractive or seductive one of you is coming off, is sort of bothering the other. Like, do you have enough people paying attention to you? And they may not feel very protected. Like, everything's just sort of open and ungated and moving quickly. This is the energy of Venus, so it's passionate, it's attractive, it's what you look for excitement, but experimental and excitement. Someone is feeling that there's a lot left unsaid and unknown, and they're not as comfortable as they could be. They don't feel cradled and safe. Like, that just kind of, they go in a circle of wonder and delight, but never really settle down. And they're wondering, is this just beginning or just ending? And they're just on the cusp of understanding what's going on. So I don't know if this is the both of you or only one of you, but number 3 is about building up to things. Building blocks, connections, networking, equal efforts. Your bond is out of this world. You are having some fun with this one, right? Okay. Coming my way. Unique opportunities aligned with my desires present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. So you two are very attractive together. Something about this is really just drawing everything else in. Like, you're the major stars, kind of the power couple, whether you guys are working together, partners, friends. I'm not sure how who you are trying to mend fences with, but this person seems to bring a lot of good, positive things into your life, and maybe together you are manifesting more for one another. Abundance, attention, just like those shorts that you don't wear out because they're so attractive. No, I don't. This could be very good energy if you mend this right. And so I'm feeling like maybe there's just some jealousies in the way. What you need to work on is leaving things to chance. The Wheel of Fortune is all about karma and allowing it to sort itself out. The wheel is continually turning, and all of the elements are there for everything to land right where it needs to, as long as you kind of don't stick your foot in the spokes, because your turn will come, and you should know that. You should trust in divine timing on this. Don't rush things. Don't push things or try to force things. I find it interesting. We have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus here. It is Taurus, right? Yes. And the number 10. That's a lot of circles. I am seeing cycles. That even reminded me of a wheel when I first saw it. I was thinking you could get somewhere because it's like you invented the wheel. And we have the circle here. Coming my way has a bunch of circles. I feel like spiritually this is very supported. Very open, loving connection is available to you. And with all of these round shapes, I feel that your circle is just expanding. This is very positive. I just see growth as long as you trust that it will come instead of trying to push it. And the potential we have is the King of Wands. This is someone who can navigate some frightening territory. They have been there, done that, seen that. They have written the songs. I always think of songwriters, but King of Wands, almost like an orchestrator in a way. This is someone powerful, very sovereign, independent thinker, passionate. So you can kind of rule together. This is a power couple energy, very fiery, very expressive. So this is not going to stay cold. Things are going to get warmer here. And just communication and trust and balance is going to get you to that. Yes, this is surprisingly successful. Fortune, success, kind of unbeknownst to others, winning. So treat others like royals, and it will come back to you. Above all, even apart we shine. Even if separated by distance, you have a support system. So I was thinking like you might be connecting long distance for the time being. And we've got coming my way. I think they are getting closer to you in a way. But you may feel that even when you're not with them physically, you're still drawing this attention together. You're still kind of ruling this energy field and creating that abundance in one another's lives. This is a pretty positive connection. I would keep working on this. If there's just a little bit of jealousy or wonder about what to let in and what to let out, just keep that communication open. Okay, I see a lot of blue, so lots of communication. Keep an open mind. Treat others like you are their king, like they are your queen, and everything should work out just fine. Okay, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. Subscribe to catch me again. And until next time, have fun. Hello, number 4. Your situation is represented by the King of Wands. Now, this came out as a possible outcome for number 3. So if you felt even remotely drawn to number 3, you might want to check that out. This could be an extension of that reading because that was their ending point and this is your starting point for the situation. So it can be like, after you get through that part, you're here. Just an extra message. Now the black unicorn like this makes me feel like this situation is a little like the black sheep, but not in a bad way. It's really standing out for something that is a little bit more brave and yeah, kind of holding the torch for others, okay? Passionate, fire. You can have a lot of fire and creativity between one another and be able to navigate seemingly impossible circumstances and obstacles together. So this is unprecedented happiness, energy, creativity, rising above circumstances. You guys are really doing good. This is a power couple type of thing. So let's see, the friction here is the Hermit. So we might be feeling a little bit of cabin fever, a little bit of isolation. Maybe you feel pent up inside even, or the both of you feel like you just cannot share or learn enough about one another. The number 9 is about healing acceptance, cycles, completion, having enough, and knowing that gratitude is what's going to get you there. This also could be taken apart by not studying the same things. Maybe you have different backgrounds, religions, teachings, something that conventionally would not go together. I'm here to tell you that that is nothing that should separate people, because your beliefs are not who you are. And belief systems are so closely related. If you just happen to have a different religion or anything, those are so closely related to one another. It's just like picking the different cousin and then not liking one another because of it. It's a petty reason. You should set that aside and study. I heard someone talk the other night, studying the things that we have in common and saying, oh, I like that too. Yes, that is good. Instead of continually pushing people away, oh, I'm worried about that. That's not quite like me. You don't need to find people that are just exact carbon copies of you. As a matter of fact, the beauty of it is no one else is a carbon copy of you, and that's what makes us all so special. So maybe your differences and inability to get over them are kind of getting in the way. That can be just a little bit of friction. Remember, black unicorn energy, okay? Like the black sheep's butt with sparkles. You will surprise others with what you can accomplish. Your bond is to recharge. I can already see that you guys are like a day at the park together. You recharge one another. When you are in each other's presence, it's like your molecular structure resets and starts to make anew. You may feel very much like you are both healing to one another or renewing each other's energy. Like you got set on your phone charger. I invite magic into my life always. Every day, I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. Maybe you two connect, through going outside, camping, doing something kind of fun in the outdoors, or just the simple things. You could ground one another instead of being flighty. But definitely, that's a nice energy to have. Appreciate that and the little things in life. We could work on having a little bit of fresher viewpoint about this. The Page of Swords is telling me that you could take a new mindset and set it on this situation, and it could really pay off. I think some old systems got in and some worldviews started to kind of work against what we were really trying to accomplish. So work on having a little bit younger and a more innocent mindset. If you were thinking something, try to think again, because this might not be as it appears from the outside. Not everything is as it appears from the outside. And I see this cloud and I think there's something just a little hidden, but clarity can be on the way. You just have to open up your mind and accept information instead of going in already decided that you know everything. So the Four of Swords is telling me that, speaking of recharging, a very restful energy is the potential here. And this could be kind of coming to a truce together. Like, on all sides, grounded and equal. You are going to lay down your battering rams of ideas and ideals, and you will just kind of agree to disagree. So if that's for you, you want something kind of relaxing, rejuvenating, and something you would sort of have to keep the faith in, because you're always going to know that they aren't exactly like you. then this might be worth working on. I'm sorry, it's so loud. I actually burnt the candle thinking maybe the candle will be louder than how loud the world is today. Anyways, that could be for you because it is restful, rejuvenating, and there is a benefit in this connection if you want to do that extra work. Show up, glow up. I feel like we're being told it's worth it. Get up, get there, and spread light, which is the hermit energy. Maybe you're having a hard time bringing light to the situation, and it kind of clouds you and you feel a little dark. You don't feel like you're shining out. And maybe because you're both such unicorns, you feel a little like you're in their shadow. But sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, get up, get dressed, be there. I think you can do this if you want, okay? And it could really be very beneficial. So that is what I see for your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it found you well. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. Help support my channel. Subscribe to catch me again. And until next time, have fun. Hello, number 5. The energy of this connection is represented by the 7 of Wands. So we see a lot of competition here. This is the fight. Okay, you might have a lot of people vying for your or their attention or affection, or just be maybe partners in a very competitive field. Makes me think about sports or business, but there are a lot of things at play here. Everybody kind of wants to stick their spoon in the gravy. They all want to be in the mix, okay? So all of these cooks in the kitchen, why are we talking about food? Anyways, all these cooks in the kitchen are definitely kind of making it a weird energy, and you are definitely on your toes. You feel poised and ready for a fight or flight energy. But this is not without valor. You are coming out on top and you see you're positioned above the rest. So all is not dark. There are stars up above, right? You have your guidance. You know what you're doing. I feel like you're supported in this. It can be fun if you want it to be. It can be a game. Okay. The tension is caused by the 10 of Pentacles. Something is not being realized. Is this a business connection? Maybe you're just not seeing your partnership pay off right now. Or if this is more of a friendship or otherwise partnership, there could be some sort of tension over financial security. You might come from opposite financial climates where one does not have as much as the other, which can be very jarring and separating, although it probably shouldn't be. Really, these are not the things that matter in life, our status and wealth. I'm feeling that your combined energy may have a few of you wondering if you can attract wealth into your lives still together. That is not completely insurmountable, but it is definitely something you might want to explore if you feel that way, because there is probably a reason. You see, this couple is sort of, they're honoring what is growing, and that is why it's protecting them. So try to get into that state of completion, and gratitude is one of the best ways to know that you are complete. You have enough. Start behaving like you have enough, and things will come, okay? You have enough. You have enough to offer. You have enough to give. And things come in almost automatically because of that. Edge of greatness. You guys have a very powerful connection. Oh my gosh. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Look at that. If you can, because it's shiny. Okay, look at that door. I feel like you have the opportunity for an amazing, out of this world, great connection. If you were wondering, can we get this together and make it work? This is a sign that yes, you know what matters together. I feel like this is kind of mirroring pile 1. So if you're looking at pile 1, you might want to pop over there. I'm pretty sure that's the other one that had something about, let me check. I'll make sure that's the one. Yes, okay, pile 1 had a little bit of tension over finances too. So if you were thinking about that pile but didn't choose it, there might be some extra messages for you there. Meanwhile, you can get this together. I see in this we have 10, we have 7, of course, the completion and end of a cycle and the beginning of another. 7 is mastering, so creativity. True valor would be flipping the script. You know, these things might feel like they're attacking you, but your agility is going to like make a masterpiece out of that, especially with this edge of greatness coming in. I see the number 6, the number 3, an S, and an E. This tree here always gives me so many symbols. If you see any of your own, I think there's a 2 there also. There's a lot of connections to be made. Lots of things can happen with this. I would step through that door. I really would. Okay. What you need to work on is balance. Equality. Balancing the yin and the yang out in the relationship. We have the Lovers, which is a Gemini energy, so the twins, but it is very much the receptivity and the giving part of the relationship. So if you can make a balance there between that masculine and that feminine energy, and I don't really mean a man and a woman specifically, but this is harmony. This is the twins. This is treating each other as a pair, as equals. And it could be working on viewing each other as equals. If you like have the idea that one is better than the other, you might want to work on that a little bit, because you can be great and equal partners. The 7 of Swords. So I feel like there is a great potential to increase the amount of honesty in the relationship and transparency. Take away all the clouds that are getting in the way of the communication and master the mentality it takes to keep this kind of greatness going. Part of that might be knowing when to pick up, kind of like, if you were in the stock market, you might pull up before it dumps. You know, you want to hit that peak and then pull out your assets and keep going. Take your wins and accept your losses and compromise. There is a great, I feel like there's a really good chance at having a nice balanced, open communication going on here. Shine on and on and on. Let that light shine on and on. Continuation is the proof of love. Well, if this was a lover situation, and that's the potential you want to see, some honesty, I think, is in the works. Some openness. Don't be afraid to be great. Who are you not to be great, right? Bring your light and continue to do all those little things that will feed your wealth and your abundance and your happiness. I think you're going to have a really good time with this one if you want to do this work. It has truly amazing potential. Okay? If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, have fun.